Now, many of you probably remember the Boathouse as a local landmark in the heart of Kitchener's Victoria Park. You may also remember how the nearly 100-year-old building closed its doors in 2019. After a few years and a change of hands, the restaurant has recently reopened under new management. With new features such as a 5,000 square foot patio, an expanded bar, and a commitment to diverse programming through an established art fund, city staff and residents alike are excited to see what's in store for the venue's future. Listen in as Spoke Online reporter Rowan Fizzler checks out the Boathouse and sees what the rejuvenated restaurant will have to offer.
A local staple is back in business. The Boathouse, a restaurant and live music venue found in Kitchener's Victoria Park, reopened its doors to customers Friday. Mayor Barry Verbanovich expressed his excitement for the venue and its renovations.
I mean, this is such an iconic facility that's been part of the city since 1896. It's obviously been closed for a few years, and to see it come alive again with the incredible renovations that the Walkinshaw Group did, it almost makes you speechless.
Some of the new venue features include an open concept dining area, a patio that sits over the water, new decor, and a new stage area. James Barr, owner of Walkinshaw Holdings, explained their desire for new concepts while embracing the building's history.
Try to combine the two, the new and the old, and I think that was the philosophy we've tried to embrace this whole time, is let's remember the old and let's bring back some aspect of that, while also we're stretching forward into the future and embracing the diversity of this community that is here now.
Barr and his team of investors at Walkinshaw Holdings had the Boathouse as a high priority item, not only because of its history, but due to its location in the city. Councillor Debbie Chapman, who covers Ward 9 where the Boathouse is located, believes the surrounding area is a major selling point for the restaurant.
It's a gem, right? It's right near downtown, yet it's not downtown. It's got this lovely space around it. It's got the lake. And so, yeah, it's always been something. I've received many messages in the past month saying, when is it opening? When is it opening, right?
More information about the Boathouse can be found at www.boathousedtk.com. I'm Rowan Fizzler for Spoke Online.
Watching that story made me excited for and hungry all at the same time. Now, the Boathouse is open every day of the week from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., so be sure to check it out and support a landmark local business. And now we have some events from Student Success. Final term students, have you registered for Grad Launch yet? This is your chance to get all your convocation questions answered, build your career toolkit, and connect with alumni ready to share their insights. The first 250 attendees will receive a gift from the Alumni Office, and all attendees have a chance to win one of 7 $100 President's Choice e-gift cards just by attending. Look for your email invite for full details and make sure you're registered. The event will take place today on Thursday, December 5th at the South Gym of the Rec Center on Dune campus. Now, if you can't find your invite, be sure to check all email inboxes and junk folders. If it's still missing, or if you're looking for more information, please contact alumni@conestogac.on.ca. On Friday, December 6th, join athletics and recreation and take a study break to play in a variety of activities at the Dune Rec Center's North Gym. From 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., there will be a mixture of traditional and non-traditional sports and activities for students to have fun. RecFest aims to introduce you to new activities in a fun variation of the sports. And up next, if you're a new international student, this next event is for you. In this online event, you can find out about the study permit application process, pre-arrival documents, student and postgraduate work eligibility, and other immigration, refugees, and Citizenship Canada related policies. To sign up for this event and for any other mentioned events, visit the Student Success Events page at successportal.conestogac.on.ca. And that's all for Student Success Events. Let's move on to sports. Starting off with the weekly recap from November 25th to December 1st, this was the last week for sports before the winter break. Let's see how our Condors did. The Conestoga women's volleyball team faced off against Humber on November 27th, 2024, losing 3-0 with set scores of 25-17, 25-19, and 25-19. While their offense faced difficulties, the team's defense stood out with 46 digs, demonstrating their tenacity and commitment. Bianca Marchetti led the way with 10 kills and 12 points, while Taya Rubano's 16 assists contributed to the team's overall effort. In their match against Humber, the Conestoga men's volleyball team fought hard, but they lost 3-0 with set scores of 25-22, 25-23, and 25-18. Very close. The team displayed impressive resilience, especially in the first two sets, where they stayed so close to the Hawks. Tyrell Belgrove and Nathan Scully were standout performers, each contributing significantly to the team's effort. Up next, we have the results from our basketball teams. The Conestoga women's basketball team showcased a lot of heart in their 66-46 loss to Mohawk. After a slow start, they found the rhythm in the third quarter, outscoring Mohawk 21-8, highlighting their ability to stay focused and fight back. Even though the final quarter didn't go their favor, the team's persistence was commendable. The men's basketball team displayed competitive energy in a spirited contest against Mohawk, falling 71-92. The Condors demonstrated great resilience, especially in the second and third quarters, where they showed their ability to bounce back and remain competitive. Jose Davis was a standout with 11 points, and Adejora's Brende Camus 14 points and 8 rebounds. The team's energy and determination were clear as they continued to grow with each game. To sum up the fall season, this message comes directly from the Conestoga Condors website. As the fall season concludes, we are extremely proud of our Condors for their efforts and strength victories over the season and look forward to building on these performances in the coming seasons. Stay connected with us by following our social media channels and visiting our website for the latest updates and highlights from Conestoga Athletics. If you'd like to stay up to date on Condor sports, follow them on their Instagram page at cc_condors or on their website at ConestogaCondors.ca. Before we close out our final sports recap for the year, let's take a look at the Condor Athletes of the Week. Up first is Adri Kellerman, who was on the women's basketball team. Adri was a force on the court this weekend against Mohawk, putting up 11 points and grabbing 8 rebounds. Adri has been a consistent performer in her first year with the Condors, averaging nearly a double-double with 8.0 points and 7.4 rebounds per game this season. Keep shining, Adri. And for our next Condor Athlete of the Week, the title belongs to Tyrell Belgrove, who plays on the volleyball team. Tyrell showed up big against first-place Humber Hawks, racking up 9 kills, 1 ace, and 8 digs in a competitive matchup last week. The Condors head into the winter break in third place in the OCAA West Division with a 7-4 record. We can't wait to see what's next for you and the team in the new year. And that is all for sports, the recap, as well as all the news we have for you today. When we come back from the break, our special guest in the studio is Bai Yang, Chair of Nursing from the Health and Life Sciences Department. Tune in as we talk about her field of expertise and what her roles look like on a day-to-day basis at Conestoga. See you soon. Cool. And before we come back from the studio, the chef's table for the special today is a tuna melt with a small soup for $7.99. Sounds delicious. You might see me down there. And that's all for the chef's table today. And now the ad break.
The holiday season is here, and with it comes the perfect opportunity to give back to our community. This year, Conestoga's ACSIT and CI teams are leading the charge with a heartfelt initiative to support the food bank of Waterloo region. Did you know that 1 in 8 households in our region struggle to put food on the table? That's up from 1 in 10 last year. The numbers are staggering. Over 73,000 people relied on food assistance in 2023, and the need continues to grow. This is our chance to make a real difference. Now, here's how you can get involved. Drop-off and drop-in days are happening at the Dune and Waterloo campuses. You're invited to stop by, meet the ACSIT and CI teams, and make your contribution. On Tuesday, December 3rd from 2 to 4 p.m., drop off or drop in at Waterloo campus, ACCIT office, room IC003, and at the Dune campus, the Welcome Center, room 105. On Thursday, December 5th, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., drop off or drop in at Waterloo campus, ACCIT SIT office, room 1C03, and at the Dune campus, the Welcome Center, room 105. Now, if you can't make any of these times, no worries. Reach out to Shelby Wright or Kathleen McCafferty to arrange a convenient time for your donation. Wondering what to donate? Well, canned fruits and vegetables, canned meats and fish, dry beans, pasta, rice, and pasta sauce, hot and cold cereal, jam, fruit spread, and peanut butter, hot and cold cereal, jam, fruit spread, and peanut butter, individually packed snacks such as granola bars, applesauce, etc. Now, if you do prefer to donate online, it's easy because every dollar counts. Even just $1 can provide 2 meals for those in need. So visit the Food Bank's donation page to contribute directly. Together, we can bring hope and nourishment to our neighbors this holiday season. So let's get into the festive spirit and make this drive a success. Whether it's a bag of groceries or a few dollars online, your generosity matters. Let's make a difference, Conestoga. Donate some food and spread the holiday cheer. For more details, visit the Food Bank of Waterloo Region or contact Shelby or Kathleen.
Good luck today.
Thanks, man.
How I'm loving life these days. I see it falling into place. It's coming together. I don't even need to chase it. You see it written on my face. It's the right time, right place. How I'm loving life these days. It's the right time, right place. How I'm loving life these days.
Everybody at Conestoga, please welcome Jordan Kilgate.
I got to grow up with a father who I looked up to, who showed me what it takes to make it in sports, and a mom and stepdad who showed me what it takes to make it with the rest of my life. The thing I love about dunking, the way I take it more as an artist and as a way to develop myself and go all out. So when I saw that, I was like, let's see what happens if I go all out. If I sacrifice everything else I love and just go for this one thing and master this one thing. So I guess my biggest accomplishment is the fact that I got to live the life that I did, being a pro dunker, traveling the world, and doing what I love. Like, it's no idea that was possible. So I'm just grateful for that.
There's a lot of challenges that our leaders are facing in not-for-profit right now. So the work we're doing here is going to help alleviate that. We're hoping that it helps to actually amplify and contribute to the work you're doing. You're in this room right now with some of the brightest lights in communications and design. Everyone here deserves a giant round of applause for your fantastic work.
And welcome back to YCT, or Your Conestoga Today. And again, we're here with Bai Yang, the Chair of Nursing and Part-Time Programs here at Conestoga College. How are you, Bai?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me today.
So, thank you for coming. Fun fact, this used to be your office, or just like this floor was typically your office.
Yeah.
How does it feel to see it as a studio now?
It's beautiful. You transformed it to a beautiful space.
We did our best. I actually installed that square of carpet right there, as you can see.
Yeah.
That's a joke, just to make it clear. And so, Bai, why don't you tell us your career at Conestoga so far from the very beginning?
So I started my career here at Conestoga in 2009. I came here in a support staff role as a nurse technologist working in our old health sciences wing, and then transitioned to a different support staff role supporting students in the clinical lab, and then eventually as a nursing program manager and associate chair for continuing education and health, and then currently chair of nursing and part-time programs.
And do you mind me asking, where did you study before coming to Conestoga?
So I studied at McMaster University and I graduated, this is a long time ago, 2002.
2002,
Yeah.
Very nice.
And this was before, just on the cusp when Conestoga and Mohawk and McMaster became a collaborative program.
I do have a few friends in that program, the collaborative program, so it's just interesting to see people that were there that graduated before that collaboration started to happen. And so that was a very cool piece of information. And so why don't you walk us through like a day-to-day roles that you do at Conestoga?
So I would say like day-to-day roles or operations at the college here is to support students, especially addressing their concerns, if they have questions about their program. We also do a little bit of marketing. We get marketing emails, people inquiring about the programs, and working with my staff, my admin staff, and to promote our nursing programs, as well as working with the faculty team, ensuring our curriculum is always up to date and that we're providing the best nursing education for our students. And so those are kind of our day-to-day operations, and just making sure that we're fulfilling our commitment to our students.
What's your favorite part about the job so far?
I would say my favorite part about the job is seeing the projects that we take on come to fruition. As well, seeing faculty take on research interests and projects of their interests, and enhancing our nursing education, as well as contributing to nursing knowledge. But I think my favorite part about the job is really seeing our students transform to become fully qualified nurses and walking across the stage and congratulating them at convocation time. So that's the most satisfying thing about this job.
Perfect. And speaking of projects, how have Conestoga's nursing and part-time programs evolved under your leadership? And what innovative changes or developments are you most proud of?
So in the nursing program, we've taken on some synergy projects, and that helps to enhance our nursing education. It helps to contribute to nursing knowledge. And so we've taken on the last year these synergy projects through our research innovation department. As well, we've formed clinical partnerships with healthcare institutions to provide a more varied and valuable clinical learning opportunities for our students, exposing them to different healthcare settings, not only to enhance their practicum experience, but also for employability. So an example would be our perioperative nursing program. These are nurses that work in the OR.
Right.
It's a postgraduate certificate program that we have. And we have a partnership with Grand River Hospital and St. Mary's General Hospital to utilize their operating rooms for our lab activities. So we're very grateful for their partnership and allowing us access to their operating rooms.
And you might have mentioned it already, but what's the one thing that you want students to take away from these projects that you're providing? The ones that you just mentioned with Grand River Hospital.
What I would like them to take away from it is that we have a robust resources in our region to support their practice, and to take away that we have a lot of resource in terms of working collaboratively, and so that everything's a team-based approach. So that they're not alone, and that Conestoga is also here to support their learning and their journey into their career as a nurse.
Perfect. Yeah. And so nursing and healthcare is a global profession. How does Conestoga's nursing program prepare students to work in diverse and multicultural environments, both locally and internationally?
So Conestoga's nursing programs prepares our students to work in diverse and multicultural settings through teaching key concepts that they learn in the nursing programs. Some of those key concepts are about cultural competence, about cultural practices, and learning about social determinants of health that impact various populations. These key concepts are threaded throughout our nursing program, and they touch on topic areas such as community health, mental health, family health, and then as well as Indigenous health. And we do have a course called Indigenous Ways of Knowing, and a lot of these concepts are threaded throughout in that course, and as well as from the start to the end of our program. As well, students have opportunities to engage with health disciplines in the real clinical setting. And then also at Conestoga, we have a club called WISC. It's Waterloo, it's a long title, Waterloo Interprofessional Health and Community Student Collaborative. And so this club at the college here is students coming across from different health programs coming together, whether it's workshops or activities, but really they're learning the skill of a team-based approach to care. And I would say that learning this skill as a team-based approach is of a collaborative nature that you would see in healthcare environments.
And so what are some of the projects that that group that you just mentioned, what are some of the projects that they're working on right now?
So last spring, they were actually able to go take a field trip to Orange. If you're not aware of Orange, that's the Orange helicopter in the air that's with the paramedics.
Very cool.
So I don't know the actual name, but right. They had a field trip out there. So they learned about paramedicine. This fall, they had a workshop on oxygenation. And so respiratory therapist students, nursing students, and other students as well that may be providing care related to oxygenation to patients. They came together and learned about the application of oxygen and how you handle oxygen when looking after patients. So just little skills like that, but them coming together and learning about what's my role, what's your role, how do we work together in a healthcare environment.
Very good, very good. Nursing is a demanding profession. How does Conestoga College support its students in preparing for both the academic challenges and realities of the healthcare industry? You've mentioned a lot already, but if there's any more that you want to share, go right ahead.
Sure. I agree with you that nursing is a demanding profession. I would say here at Conestoga College, we have academic supports for our students while they're going through their nursing education, such as peer tutoring, math tutoring. We do have an open access lab in our Cowan Health Sciences wing where students can book time to come in and practice their clinical skills outside of class. As well, we have student support services here at Conestoga that promote student wellness and help students manage their stress and maintain their well-being. So I think that's really important for students going through our nursing program. As well, if you haven't seen our Cowan Health Sciences wing, we have bed labs that mimic a hospital setting or a long-term care setting. And those types of environments, our students rehearse and practice their skills in those environments so that when they actually do enter a real clinical setting, there's familiarity, and hopefully that helps to minimize some of their anxiety.
Perfect. And going back to your own career journey, when did you know that you wanted to be a nurse, if you don't mind me asking?
I would say in high school I love science, so I took all my science courses, but I think what I really love about science is the practical application of science. And so pursuing a career in nursing felt like a natural choice because it combines, my love for science and helping others. I would say that's why I went into nursing.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And what's been your favorite day in your whole nursing career so far, do you think? You mentioned a few favorite moments, but if there's like a specific day or other moment that you'd like to share, we'd love to hear it.
I would say my favorite day each term in the program is our nursing pinning ceremony. Okay. So when students complete the nursing program, this is prior to convocation, we do have a pinning ceremony. It's a tradition in nursing. We congratulate the students, we give words of wisdom about them entering into the nursing workforce, and then they also get a pin that they take with them to remind them about their journey in the nursing program.
Do you remember your own pinning ceremony?
I do. I do recall my pinning ceremony. It was at McMaster in Hamilton, and I recall it was a very long day. It was we each went up and we received our nursing pin, and I still have that pin with me. I should have worn it today,
No worries.
but it sits on my desk, and it just reminds me of the journey I've had in my nursing education, and it's just a great reminder of that.
What have been some of the challenges in your career, and how did you overcome those challenges?
Challenges personally, I think it's always maybe not knowing, there's a lack of knowledge in nursing. Like, nurses are always learning, and I think being able to identify those learning gaps and say, hey, I'm not sure what I'm doing here, and then talking to colleagues, debriefing, and then figuring out, what I need to know here to do better in my job and to provide quality patient care and to be safe in my practice. So I think that's the key challenge, is how do I maintain my competency in nursing to always be safe?
And how would you maintain your competency? Is there just courses that you can retake, or just continuing education that you always have to redo every few years?
So there's lots of courses and programs that nurses can take to always upskill. An example would be, because I have the part-time portfolio, we do have courses and programs and micro-credentials in continuing education that supports nurses to upskill in their nursing knowledge and skills, especially in specialty areas like critical care nursing or perinatal nursing. We have those types of courses to help them. But lots of healthcare organizations also provide opportunities for their staff to upskill and ensure that they have the right knowledge and skills to continue to provide safe patient care.
Perfect. Talking about patients, is there one in particular that still sticks with you, a patient experience from your time as a healthcare provider?
When I worked in home care nursing, I think I don't have one in particular, but I do recall going into different people's homes and them allowing me to come into their home to see their vulnerable space and who they are and their cultural practices. I think coming into a home, you see that. I think I would say my best time in nursing was getting to know my patients in their home, and they are very different in the home compared to being in a hospital setting.
Right.
And just seeing their vulnerability and their willingness to want to get better. I think that's what I would say about all my patient interactions at the bedside, really.
Right. Sounds like a incredible experience.
Yeah.
We're nearing the end of the interview, and so I just wanted to ask, what advice do you have for students that want to be in the nursing programs here at Conestoga?
I would say if you're coming into the nursing program, think about why you're coming into the nursing program. Often it's our passion for helping people, and I would say that if that's your why, to continue to keep that why and hold it close to your heart as you're in the nursing program, because you will encounter challenges that make you think twice about coming to the nursing program. But I think if you come in with your reason why you want to be a nurse, that will stick with you throughout your nursing education, your journey, and to know that it's a very rewarding profession.
Perfect. And just another question going back to your role as the chair. What is your vision for the future of nursing education at Conestoga College? And how do you see the programs adapting to meet the ever-changing demands of healthcare?
I would say my vision for our nursing programs is to continue to integrate advanced technologies such as VR simulation to enhance our nursing education, to well prepare our students for real-world scenarios and emerging health challenges. I think what we've learned in the pandemic is learning to lead in uncertain times. And I think preparing our students to adapt and lead in uncertain times, as well as fostering our students to learn and develop skills to provide equitable and patient-centered care in multicultural settings, as well as expand our CE and course offerings to upskill health professionals that continue to provide good quality care out there. And I would say finally, a big vision is really to expand and build partnerships nationally and internationally, so that we can provide our students a broader perspectives on healthcare systems and emerging global challenges that are in the healthcare.
Perfect. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we end the interview thereby?
I would just like to say that at Conestoga, our nursing programs have grown. We have many pathways to get into nursing, and that we support student success and what will help them through whichever pathway they want to go to. But ultimately, at the end, it's helping our students become qualified nurses to contribute to the nursing workforce. And we're happy to see them out there practicing. That's all.
Perfect. Thank you so much. It was so great to chat with you and meet you, Bai.
Yes, nice to meet you as well, Bruce.
Thank you. And again, this has been your Conestoga Today. And we are still trying to get to 1,000 followers on Instagram. Right now, we're at 594. So you've got like 2 or 3 weeks left, Conestoga. You guys can do this. We're also still trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I believe we're close to 700 right now. So we just need around 300 there. So again, our Instagram page is CCDTV.ca, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube by just searching up Conestoga College Digital TV. And don't forget, we're also on Roku TV and Apple TV now. And before we go, we do have our raffle prize winner for the day, presented by Chartwells. And we're just waiting for the contestants, their names to pop up on the screen, and then we can finally do the raffle and see who won. We had a lot of DMs with people taking photos of themselves watching CCDTV. We had such a hard time just deciding which photo was the best, and we can't wait to share the winners. And here comes the draw. And the winner is Nicole Polito. Congrats, Nicole. This was presented by Chartwells again. And please come by the studio at 4B118 at the Dune campus in B Wing and come pick up your prize. Thank you again, Conestoga, and have a great day.